let's go to...
Is that the one with the Jacksons wet?
No, different one. Hopefully. No, not that one. That's the third one we have to try if this other one doesn't go through. Let's go to the phone lines. On the phone from the City of Angels. Los Angeles, California. The one and only Melrose Larry Green. Melrose,
how you doing,
how
buddy?
are you, sir?
Oh, Eddie, first of all, I want to buy my jeans from the Perfect Jeans NYC.
You should.
It's the big ruse out here in L.A. Everybody's talking about it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a good thing. The movie, by the way, are you going to see the movie that me and Richard Ricky Leith were in?
No, I didn't see the movie yet.
Okay, but you're going to see the movie. Remember when Howard had his movie come out? This is just like Private Parts, except not as big.
I can't wait. I'll try to make it to the opening.
Please do, sir. Please do. Now, what do you got for me, Melrose? What's up?
Well, first of all, you know who called my Facebook show the other night? Sour Shoes.
Sour Shoes. I love Sour Shoes.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm going to try to get him to call your show.
Please do. I've been trying. The best is when I do work at Sirius XM, and when Sour Shoes was more affiliated with the Howard Stern show, Sour Shoes would call my office line and leave me voicemails and just sing me songs.
Really?
Yeah, Sour Shoes is a little nutty. Sour Shoes was a normal gentleman. I believe Sour Shoes' real name is Mike something.
Michael Campo.
Yeah. He got hit in the head with a baseball when he was playing softball or something, and he got mentally changed. But it mentally changed for the better, quite frankly, because he's hilarious. He does impressions of Howard, Baba Booey.
Oh, I know.
Everybody, and he is funny as all fuck. And he writes song parodies and all these things, and he'll just call up Howard's show and start singing. I mean, back in the day he did. I don't even know if he does now. Quite frankly, I haven't listened to Howard's show in a while. However, Sour used to call me all the time. I have Sour's actual phone number in my phone. We can call Sour if we want to. But he's amazing. So, tell Sour to call the show, Melrose.
I will. This is a tribute to him. Give me the names of the characters on your show. I know you have Ricky. And who else?
I have Richard Ricky Leith. I have Billy nicknames. I have fucking Joe. And, of course, me, Uncle Eddie, the UNCLEEDDIE.
Okay, so you have a choice of one of three songs, and I'm going to make up a song parody for you. These melodies. Either
I love it.
Fame by David Bowie,
okay,
It's Still Rock and Roll by Billy Joel, or I Won't Back Down by Tom Petty.
All right, so we got to pick. Do you want a Billy Joel, a Tom Petty, or do you want a David Bowie parody?
I want Billy Joel.
Billy Joel? All right, we'll take Billy Joel to block, Alex.
You taking Billy Joel?
Billy Joel, please.
For 100? Billy Joel for 100. All right, here it comes.
All right.
Are you ready, guys?
I'm ready. Start singing.
I got my book right here. Here it goes.
All right.
This is dedicated to everybody at the Ham radio show. Eddie Ham, number one guy I know. This is your friend Melrose Larry Green, and this one I'm making up on the spot.
On the spot.
So this is a Long Island guy. What's the matter with the show I'm listening to? Can't you tell that Ricky's fine? Billy's got a lot of names. Fucking Joe is a friend of mine. Uncle Eddie, he's really funny. Uncle Eddie making lots of money. Melrose Larry, New York City jeans. I love Eddie Ham radio. What's the matter with the show I'm listening? Can't you tell that it's really great? Ricky might be Richard to you, and Billy does really great. Fucking Joe, he's from Staten Island, Father Campanera, and I love Scotlo Baito. Eddie is Capolito, Terrence and Narrows, still Eddie Ham for me.
Nice!
All right, yeah.
Thank you, Melrose.
Oh, that was fantastic.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why.
That was definitely a song. You are correct.
Listen. Let me tell you something, Eddie.
And fucking
you
Joe is a friend of mine.
so many people want me to do their podcasts, and I won't do it. There's only 2 shows I will go on.
Okay. Who's
That's
the other
you
one?
And Howard Stern.
All right. Well, as you should.
And as that's exactly right. Because I believe in loyalty. I believe in loyalty to Sirius XM and Eddie Ham. Howard Stern, he is really funny. You gotta give some love to Eddie Ham.
Hey!
Howard Stern and Baba Booey. He's so Italian and I'm so Jewy.
He's Jewy.
Howard Baba. I'm Jewy.
Very Jewy.
How Jewy do it?
How Jewy do? How Jewy do?
That an expose on Stern on TV the other day.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it, but he don't pay none of those guys. They don't make the guys who been with him 100 years.
Yeah.
They've been like $15,000 a year.
That was the story that came out. Yeah, they did a whole thing.
He makes, I think one of his main guys. I think it was Steve Grillo.
Well, Grillo. I think I remember the show you're talking about. Grillo was on there. Jackie was on there.
Right.
And
They're all bitter. I'm not bitter.
No.
They're bitter, those guys.
And Stuttering John was on there.
Yeah.
Stuttering John Melendez.
Don't be bitter. You know what?
Yeah.
They're so bitter. Nobody would have ever heard of them without Howard. Okay?
But not to mention also, if you're that fucking good, right? You're bitter. But if you're that good, why didn't you go out and start something on your own?
Move on.
You mean like no offense?
That's
Like
right.
in this scenario, fuck Howard. If you're supposedly as you know, what I mean, like you can do without him because he's a whatever, the king of all fucking media and whatever the fuck. Yeah, if you feel like you can do better, go do better.
Yeah.
You mean like nobody signed them? I don't know. I don't remember the Stuttering John Melendez show.
No, there was one guy who they would only
You're
give him
right.
30
You're right.
hours at minimum wage.
That's Grillo.
So he couldn't collect health insurance.
That was Grillo, yeah.
That's how cheap they were.
Yeah.
You know, here they are on his show. Stern makes 85 LD colonic colones, but he don't give nobody nothing.
Well,
back.
that was also K-Rock and their Infinity Broadcasting and all that shit. Because I had to deal with that when I was at Q. I could only work. Meanwhile, I was doing the morning show. For the morning show, you're there for fucking like that's at least 4 to 5 hours. Then I would have to work and do the party patrol, driving around sticker patrol and putting up, going to bars and actually doing performances and doing shit for the radio station, and then also any live gigs. I was on the publicity fucking people.
Yeah, sure.
So you have to do all that stuff. So literally, I would be working, I want to say 80 hours a fucking week, and I would get nothing out of it.
Yeah.
Like they would give me penance, and if it wasn't for Jim Kerr, Shelley Sunstein, and Joe Cristiano on the morning show, where whenever they felt like I was getting really bent over and fucked in the ass, Jim, because he's a multi-millionaire, hate to put it out there, would go down to the ATM and actually go, here's some money, because he felt bad.
Yeah.
Like when I was going to L.A., right before I got shit canned in radio for the first time, I'm going to L.A., They know already there's hubbub that there's going to be a shitload of firings, but didn't tell anybody. So then they felt bad. I got a couple of G's to go to fucking California, on them. Quite frankly, everything else was paid for. I had to pay for the flight and everything else, but they handed me money, and they're like, here, because that's not the company. Howard could have done the same thing. Is my point, but he's not going to.
Yeah.
I don't think Melrose ever got paid for doing half the shit he did for with the signs and everything else.
Well, Howard's argument because they don't work for me.
Yeah,
I don't employ anybody.
That's what I'm saying. They worked for Infinity Broadcasting. Yeah.
So if they have a money problem, go to them.
Hey, everyone can say whatever the fuck they want. What the fuck's his name? From the Z Morning Zoo, Elvis Duran.
Yeah, sure.
Elvis Duran, and yet again another multi-millionaire. But Elvis Duran at least fucking hires those people to work for him.
Well, that's it. He owns the show.
That's what I'm saying. He owns the show. He hires them. They work for him. Like the same thing I know I would have to do for us is I would be the one getting paid and have to pay Ricky, have to pay Billy, have to even pay Joe. God damn it, that's going to suck. But I got to even pay. It's going to hurt a lot. But that's the thing. Like, I would have to fucking do that because I'm the kingpin. I'm the boss hog in this scenario.
Yeah.
That's what they would do. And I have no problem giving the fucking money to people that do their job.
As long as there's enough.
But the smartest thing to do is to then make a company. You buy the fucking you are the show, and quite frankly, then you own the show. Therefore, you are like they can't fire you. Like they can't fire if Billy doesn't show up to work like today. I have to deal with it, not fucking the company.
It's your problem.
I have to deal with it.
Right.
So that's the difference. And not that Billy didn't show up for a fucking reason. He had reasons, whatever. But I'm saying, like,
He hates you.
I know that, but that's a reason at least. Yeah.
But so the people who actually work for Howard Stern are outside contractors.
No, they work for.
Well, in a matter of speaking, they are. Yeah.
No, not really, because they sign a contract. You work for a radio station.
Yeah.
Okay, so like let's just use if you want to use Howard or you can use my Calta, that show. People there work for so Calta works for fucking whatever communication system broadcasts his show. Mm-hmm. They all work for that same company. Howard is the same at the time. Howard was the same thing. Howard worked for Infinity Broadcasting and Mel Karmazin and all that good stuff. And everybody, Jackie worked, Fred, Robin, all of them. And that's why Jackie, who still did the dumbest fucking move in the history of goddamn broadcasting, he just walked away. Instead of just fucking, they all had the same freaking manager and everything else, an agent. They had Don Buchwald and Associates. They had Don Buchwald himself was everybody's freaking thing. So, like, Robin was Don Buchwald. Fred was Don Buchwald. The only one, Jackie the Joke Man, Jackie the Jerkoff, could not fucking, he would not sign with them. So it's like, you could have had your he would have still been making money. But then we also wouldn't have had Artie. We wouldn't have had the better years to me. And then we also wouldn't have had when they came to Sirius XM. Yes, it happens for reasons. I get that. But in a business fucking thing, Jackie's the fucking mook who walked away from millions of dollars. Millions of fucking dollars. Because they were offering him millions, and he literally said, that's not enough. That's not enough. Melrose knows. He was there. Melrose was on the show during those time periods. He knows.
Listen, Eddie, let me tell you something. I'm around the block.
Yeah.
You guys, I know how hard all you guys are working together. Mm-hmm. And my only advice to you guys, because I have a little experience in the whole thing, you guys are great.
Thank you.
Keep doing the great programs you're doing.
I love Melrose.
Keep working together, and you're gonna be big, all of you. You're syndicated. You'll meet your Don Buchwald. You'll meet your Mel Karmazin. Your boat is going to come into the harbor because you're good, man. You think I call in every Wednesday because I have nothing else to do? I'm a fucking busy guy, but you're great. And Howard, I think, listens from time to time. And let me tell you something. You remind me so much of when Howard was just getting started.
Well, that was Melrose, and I thank you for the compliment because that's honestly what I shoot for. I shoot for the fact that that's the Howard that I grew up with, not the Howard that's on now. Because I'm sorry, I don't listen to that fucking at all anymore. But the guy I grew up with, the shows that I grew up with, the reason I wanted to get into radio was Howard Stern. I prayed on that altar so many goddamn fucking times, and I got to meet him. I worked with Ronnie when we did the Exotic Dancer Awards, all these things that I'm literally.
I love Ronnie.
Yeah, love Ronnie.
I love Ronnie.
I'm friends with almost everybody that's on the fucking show, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's just that people say that era of radio is dead, and people like us, the Ham Radio Show, who wave that shock jock banner around, we feel that it's not dead. We just feel that it's not done in the proper fucking way.
I don't think Howard's a shock.
No, you're exactly right. Nothing's dead. Like nothing's dead. You know, you're so right. And I got to tell you, I got. Next time I see Dice, I got to tell him to call your show because you guys just as much as Howard would love to be on. Dice.
It's
you
the Dice
me
Man.
Of Dice when we were starting at Pips. You know, he started out years ago at Pips Comedy Club in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I think Dice would fit in with you guys like a
First off,
on a frying pan.
First off, Melrose, it would be a fucking honor if Andrew Dice Clay. That's another one that you pray to the altar of. That was a man who changed comedy. There's only a select few that have done that. Richard Pryor being one of them. George Carlin being another. Dice changed fucking comedy. He made. Go ahead.
No, just real quick. This is my oath to you. I guarantee you this. I see him when I'm up at the Comedy Store late at night.
Okay.
Sometimes he's in the back, hanging out in the back room. Next time I'm at the Comedy Store and I see him, I'm going to sit down with him and tell him what you just told me.
Exactly. Tell him, quite frankly, that man. First, I'll tell him that I might be one of the only people who love The Adventures of Fort Fairlane.
I like that.
How about that? I love that fucking movie.
Good.
It's a good movie.
Bad PR.
He got fucked.
Yeah.
He got fucked. If you ever hear him tell the story, because people were boycotting the movie, he had a 3-picture deal. He had a 3-picture deal. They took the other 2 pictures away and only paid him a pittance of what the contract was. So he got fucked in the butt.
You know your stuff.
Yeah.
You know your stuff. I'm impressed. Man.
Well, that's what but because Melrose, that's what you have to do. You have to learn from the ones who came before you. And I have learned from some of the greats. And I say this now, like I say this about like Dave Portnoy now. Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports has the number. I can't wait till my book gets here on Monday to start reading his book, Cancel Me If You Can. Because let me tell you, that guy, legitimately, he changed the business of podcasting. Like, that's what I'm saying. These are guys that I revere and go out there. And yes, do people hate him? Tons of fucking people hate him. But the fact of the matter is...
He's from Forest Hills?
No. He's from Boston. Somewhere in Boston.
Oh, Boston.
But what I'm saying, like Dave Portnoy, like all these guys, the ones that fucking change the game are the ones that I gravitate towards. Those are the people that I gravitate towards. So when you have an Andrew Dice Clay, a Dave Portnoy, a Joe Rogan, Howard back in the day, I'll even say Bubba the Love Sponge back in the day. Of course, Ron Bennington and the Ron and Ron Show, for fuck's sake. God bless Ron Bennington, suffering of cancer right now, but also still performing with running on all cylinders is Ron Bennington. And these are the guys that I return. I return my love to them by doing this show. They're the reason I'm sitting in a seat. They're the reason I'm behind a microphone. They're the reason I'm talking to Melrose Larry Green. They're the reason I do this program, because that's where my love of the game came from. From the men that changed this fucking game. And that's where I learned. Paul Heyman, another one. Paul Heyman. I'm the poor man's Paul Heyman. I will run a fucking soliloquy on anybody that steps in front of me. I'm a verbal machete. You mean, like, I will cut down the English language and spoon feed it to your fucking ass. That's what I do. So when a guy, if there is a chance that the Dice Man wants to come on this show, I will kick the door open myself and put out a red carpet and let that man come on this program.
I'm going to tell him. I told you.
Yeah.
His grandma worked for my father at Brookdale Hospital.
There you go. Well, use your
grandma was Shirley Skulky.
Use your connections and make this shit happen. I got to take a break. I love you, but I got to take a break. All right, buddy?
I love you guys. Stay together. You're all going to become famous someday. I'll talk to you next week.
Wait, even Joe?
No, not Joe.
Not
even
Joe?
Fucking Joe.
Even fucking Joe. All right. All right. Joe, you can get to be famous, too.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Melrose Larry Green on the phone. Thank you, Melrose.
Thank you.
All right, bro.
Guys.
Bye-bye, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Melrose Larry Green, always a hoot. Always a main eventer when it comes to talking on the